everyone, it's Maki here. There has been a lot of news about the Gundam series lately. There has been a new announcement for the 30th anniversary of G Gundam, and although the information is scarce, it has raised the expectations of the fans. Also, the movie Gundam Seed Freedom with director Mitsuo Fukuda and the rest of the staff is constantly releasing various information to entertain the fans. Today, let's have a casual conversation after a long time. I'd like to discuss the new figure products related to Zeta Gundam and analyze the staff's comments about the mobile suits appearing in Seed Freedom. This content does not contain any spoilers for the movie. Those who haven't seen the movie yet can rest assured and enjoy this. Have you hit the subscribe button yet? Let's get started with our analysis. The Robot Spirits line introduced a DJ specially designed for Amuro. In the Zeta Gundam TV anime, Amuro was seen using a green DJ. This D-Jet does not appear in the anime. It is designed as a mobile suit that Amuro uses outside of the battles shown in the anime. Originally, the D-Jet was supposed to be equipped with a Gundam type head. However, Kaishi Dan, who also served as a pilot alongside Amuro, equipped it with a Mongolite type head instead. This was done with the desire to free Amuro from the curse of being the legendary Gundam pilot, to free him from Gundams until he decides to pilot one of his own free will. This DJ can be modified to have a Gundam type head. Amuro does not appear in the second half of the Zeta Gundam story. This may indicate that there was a change in Amuro's mindset behind the scenes of the battles shown in the anime. In addition, a small but interesting element was added. The Zeta Gundam Unit 3 is introduced as a mobile suit piloted by Amuro. The Zeta Gundam Unit 3 is a Gundam that appears in the computer graphics work called Gundam Evolve. The pilot of the Zeta Gundam Unit 3 is called White Unicorn. Although his appearance and voice are identical to Amuro's, he is strictly referred to as White Unicorn in the story. It was left to the interpretation of the fans. Therefore, many fans are surprised that it was officially stated that the pilot of Zeta Gundam Unit 3 is Amuro. There are opinions that it would have been more interesting if the identity of White Unicorn as Amuro had not been explicitly stated. What if we consider this? The forces of the Earth Federation have often tried to use the fame and abilities of Amuro. He is supposed to inspire courage in the soldiers fighting on the battlefield and demoralize the enemy. The Earth Federation forces have announced through public relations that the White Unicorn is Amuro. Whether this is true or false information intended to boost the morale of the Allies remains unclear. With that in mind, it's possible to believe that both the past information and the newly released information are correct. Of course, keep in mind that this is my personal interpretation. The Robot Spirits Amuro DJ will be available for pre-order at Premium Bandai on April 12, 2024 at $1,600. The price will be around $104. Please note that the release date and price may vary by country or region and may be subject to exchange rate fluctuations. And now, I will present comments from the staff of the movie Gundam Seed Freedom. Susumu Fujita, who was in charge of the computer graphics, spoke about the production at the Japanese movie theater on April 9. It seems that the scene where Rising Freedom transforms for the first time in the movie was remade about 14 times. Mr. Fujita created the rocket transformation and takeoff of Rising Freedom using computer graphics. However, director Mitsuo Fukuda wanted to show the transformation process to the audience in detail because it's the opening part of the movie. I want to make it a different presentation from the past Seed series and requested that the computer graphics be reworked. In the Seed series, the transformation of the mobile suits was done very quickly. However, the transformation at the beginning of the movie is shown very slowly. Paying attention to such differences could make watching the movie more interesting. Another point that Mr. Fujita discussed was the beam mantle of the Black Knight Squad. Mr. Fujita was struggling with how to express the beam mantle and asked Mr. Fukuda for advice. Mr. Fukuda said please create it by imagining Tokai Teo from Musume. Musume is a game based on race horses. It also has a TV anime that has gained a lot of popularity. Tokai Teo is the character who plays the protagonist in the second series of the TV anime. She's not only cute, but the way her cloak flutters is very cool. The fact that this girl gave spirit to the Black Knight Squad is surprising, but interesting. Actually, there was a time in Japan when Afrin appears in Musume was a trending topic. A minor character in Musume, who was not named, was talked about because of her strong resemblance to Afrin. Musume and Gundam seem to have an interesting destiny. Thank you for watching until the end. Let's meet again in the next program.